Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost at $1 billion. Three PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, Paul. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up a paper until you read over and over and see white families? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 42 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are that? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you to drive a car. And if you use it wrongly, you'll lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to protect it? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, if we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Factory Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
Happy. San Antonio, Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear suspect lab 10-4. That's 10-4. The officer is code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind. And peace, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought Series right here on the old T.P.O.T. YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. Well, your black asses are here. Tonight, we're going to, hey, what's good, brother Art? I see you up there, brother. Tonight, tonight is a double header because right after this show, Brother Supreme is coming on at 11 o'clock. And he's going to come through and he's going to be challenging whoever, I guess, wants to challenge his talking points. So stay tuned for that, because that's going to be right after this. Tonight we're going to be talking some redemption, and we'll be showcasing Brother SHYNE here. And we're gonna get at it tonight. But before we get started, y'all know I always start the show with thanking you good folks for your likes, your shares, your subs, your views, and of course your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because I realize you don't have to do it, man. You don't have to come to these damn streams. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to like them. You don't have to sub to this channel. And you definitely don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform. But you good folks, man, you choose to do so. Night after night, week after week, y'all are here. Y'all support me. Y'all back me. And I want y'all to know, man, that I don't take y'all lightly. I never have, and I never will. You got my word on that. And I want you to know, man, I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm appreciative, man. And I'm thankful for all you good folks. And go for the good folks who hang out there, and the good folks who hang out up in here. All right. All right. So let's get at it. Like I said, tonight, we're going to talk some redemption. And I had a special guest lined up for y'all tonight, but they hit me up a couple hours ago and they said, X, I can't make it. They're going to reschedule. So I'm going to go ahead and bring y'all that special guest. I don't know, maybe next week or something like that, because we got some shit lined up for next week as well. All right. So all y'all got is me tonight. Well, not necessarily, because I'll be asking some brothers to come up if they want to come up. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do this already. I will put this here. All right. All right. So now, like I said, tonight, the brother behind me, some of you probably know who he is. He's Grammy Award winning rap artist, rapped under the Badboy moniker. Y'all know him as SHYNE, but his name is Moses SHYNE Barrow. And those of you who may be familiar with the story, like I said, he was a very popular rapper back in the early 2000s, rapped under the Badboy moniker, and he was doing pretty good. He had some hits out there. But those of you who know the story know that he found himself, I believe this was in 2000, he found himself inside of a club somewhere in New York City, and some gunshots rang out in there. And he was there with Sean P. Diddy Combs, and also Jennifer Lopez, because at the time P. Diddy Combs was dating Jennifer Lopez, and they went into the club and something went wrong in there and some gunshots rang out. Now, SHYNE and P. Diddy were both arrested, right? They were both arrested, and they both were charged with, I believe, attempted murder, weapons charges, and the like, right? And they went on trial. P. Diddy, of course, was acquitted. SHYNE was not. He ended up getting convicted. All right. He ended up getting convicted on, I believe, attempted murder and weapons charges, and was sentenced to 10 years, all right, in prison. Now, I'm going to stop there because, like I said, the brother was a very popular rap artist, rapping for respectfully one of the biggest rap labels there is in New York. And with all of that, found himself in a situation that ultimately led to him going to the penitentiary. Now, people talked about it. They said that P. Diddy, didn't look out for him the way he was supposed to and all that kind of stuff. But all of that stuff is allegedly. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. But anyway, he did end up getting sentenced to 10 years in prison. I believe he served 8 out of that 10 years. And right after he got out of prison, because he is from Belize originally, he's from Belize. He's not from here. So once he was out of prison, the federal authorities moved quickly to deport him, right? So he gets out of prison. He makes his way back to Belize, where he's from. And now this brother is leader of the conservative opposition party in Belize. Now, why did I say all of this? Why am I talking about this guy? But y'all know this is just a play on words, right? This here. Because I believe brothers can be redeemed. Now, all of us can't be, all right? I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like all of us can be redeemed because, quite frankly, some of us ain't never going to amount to shit, all right? Some of us ain't going to amount to a goddamn. What's good, brother Third Ward? I see you up there, brother. Y'all need to get down there, man, and check out my folks at For the Record TV. Y'all need to get down there and check them out, man. They do good stuff down there, man. I mean, they do a bunch of topics. They have a lot of fun. They've got very good chemistry, those three. It's Brother Third Ward, Brother Bitcoin, and Lady Topaz. All right. I believe all of them have separate channels too, I think. Because I know Brother Bitcoin does some things on his channel, and I believe Lady Topaz does too. I'm not sure if Brother Third Ward does. I'm not sure. But at any rate, get your black asses down there and check out For the Record TV. Because if you don't, I will haunt your black ass mama in her dreams. Yeah, get on down there and check them out, man. And check their individual pages out too. All right. Like I said, I'm not sure if Brother Third Ward does content on his page, but I know for a fact that Brother Bitcoin does, and so does Lady Topaz. So get down there and check out my folks. But anyway, the reason why I'm showcasing this story is because it's an example of how a brother can be one thing, to be this thugged out hip hop artist, get himself in trouble, find himself in prison, because this right here that y'all are looking at right now is actually his prison. Let me drop this banner. That is a prison uniform that he has on. All right. So he went from hip hop artist. Oh, this shit. He went from hip hop artist to in the penitentiary to now being the leader of the conservative opposition party in his home country. You talk about a redemption story, man. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Now, mind you, because I believe he got elected last year. Yeah, he got elected last year. And they're trying to freaking They're trying to uproot him now for the simple fact that he did do time in America. They haven't been able to move him out of his position as of yet, but they are trying. All right. They've been unsuccessful to date. And as it stands now, he is still leader of the conservative opposition party in his country of Belize. And I say again, this is, hey, what's good, brother Little Rock? I see you up there, brother. This is a story of redemption. Because it's not that often that a brother can go from being a rapper to a convict to now high up in the tiers of government. You won't see that too many places. You just won't. And he got elected fair and square too. He got elected fair and square. Now people will say that it's because of his ties, all right? Because his father is also a politician. I believe his father used to be a prime minister of Belize, okay? Now people say he got in because of that. Now I don't believe that. He was elected fair and square, so people had to actually cast their ballot for him, and he won. Even with all of this behind him, prison, hip hop, all of that behind him, gun charges, all of that, somehow he was able to redeem himself, man, and become a very powerful political person. Very powerful. Because like I said, he is leader of the party. I believe he sits in the seat in the House of Delegates there, I believe, and he is now referred to as the Honorable SHYNE Barrows, or the Honorable Moses Barrow, because that's his name. His name is Moses SHYNE Barrow, but now he is referred to as the Honorable. Ain't that ironic? The Honorable Moses SHYNE Barrows. And I wanted to talk about this tonight because oftentimes I know we get up here and, we laugh and we roast and we talk all this shit. We talk about hoes, we talk about money, we talk about real estate, we talk about life. All right. But not that often do we talk about brothers who may have had some trials and tribulations in their life, went through some things, and were able to overcome it. And it is possible to do. It's possible to overcome these trials and tribulations, man. It's possible to have some stumbling blocks in your way and overcome them. It is possible. Even brothers who have, went to prison and done some time, maybe made some bad decisions in their life, man, and did some things they regret. It is possible to overcome these things. What's good, brother DUG? I see you up there, man. It is possible to overcome these things, man. Now, is it easy to do? Of course not. Because we know anything worthwhile never is easy. It's never easy to do anything that's worth a damn. It's just not. But even if you've had some trials and tribulations in your life, you had some problems when you were younger, and I don't want to give y'all the old, if you just put your mind to it, you can do it. Now, that has some truth to it. But I think when we say that, we're oversimplifying. Okay? We're oversimplifying when we tell brothers that. Because I think it takes a little more than just putting your mind to it. You're also going to have to put your body to it. You're also going to have to surround yourself with people, places, and things that you can kind of use as inspirations to move forward, to get past those trials and tribulations, to put those things behind you. All right? So it's not going to be easy to do. It's not. But I say again, anything that's worthwhile never is, man. And I think oftentimes what happens is when a brother finds himself coming out of prison, or a brother finds himself coming out of a bad situation. A brother may have been homeless. He may have been unemployed. He may have been, a whole host of things that can happen to a brother. I think the fear of the difficulty often holds brothers back. It often keeps brothers from hopping those hurdles because they may think that the hurdle is too high. They may think that the hurdle is too difficult. And I'm here to tell you, man, that it's not. It's not. Now, I know we often hear, the white man's in the way. The white power structure got his hands around our throat. He got his foot on our neck, etc., etc. But no one can hold you back, man, as much as your own self. Your own lack of imagination, man. Your lack of belief in yourself. Your lack of interest in yourself. The lack of motivation that you have for yourself. These things will hold you back more than any other white man, any woman, any power structure, any hurdle, anything. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about when I say a brother can shine. Now, do I expect you to do like the Honorable Barrow here? Brother Shine? No. Do I expect you, if you came out of prison, to jump up and become some leader in government? No. Do I expect you to come out of hard times, come out of being homeless, and become CEO of a company? No. But what I do expect you to do is believe in yourself. What I do expect you to do is tell yourself you can do this. What I do expect you to do is not put limits on yourself, regardless of what your situation is. You can be redeemed. But at first thing you have to do is you have to want to be redeemed. You have to want better. Because that's the only way you're going to get better. You're going to have to want better. And chances are no one's going to give it to you. No one's going to hand it to you. Chances are you're probably going to have to get out there, make it happen, take it, do it, prepare for it, study up on it, and then get at it. And I talk about this tonight because give y'all a little sidebar, man. I found out today that a friend of mine died the other day. This brother, I've known him since I was 12 years old. I haven't seen him in about, 3 to 4 years. And I found out that he died day before yesterday. He died. And it really messed with me, man. It did. Because like I said, I've known this guy since I was 12. He died in his sleep. From what I understand, he went away peacefully, and I'm happy about that. But I'm bothered. I'm disheartened. Not so much that he's dead, but I found out that, he didn't have any life insurance or anything. No life insurance policy, and he was close to my age. I think he's only maybe 3 years younger than me, 4 years younger than me. And they may not have money, to pay for his funeral. Now, those of you who have followed me over the years, y'all know that me and my wife, we have paid for quite a few people's funerals. When we haven't paid for the funeral outright, we've donated quite a healthy chunk of it, usually at least half. And the last time we spoke of a funeral and death, y'all heard me get up here and say, I told my wife, we're not doing this anymore. We're not paying for folks' funeral. We just not gonna do it. And then my man, come to find out, he died. Now I say again, I'm bothered by the fact that my man died, but I'm also bothered by the fact that he didn't have a life insurance policy. I told my wife, I told you before, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna be paying for no more funerals. We're not. And my wife, man, my wife is a freaking bleeding heart. The exact opposite of me. And she didn't even know him that well, but she was like, "Oh, we gotta help, X. We gotta help him out." So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to pay for the funeral. That I'm not going to do. But I told my wife, I said, well, we're going to help out. We'll give them something. We'll give them something. So they're going to go to make their arrangements. They're going to let me know how much it's going to be. And, I'll give them something. But I'm not going to, we're not paying for another person's funeral. All right. Over the course of many years, man, y'all know, man, I've talked about this many times, man. My wife and myself, we paid for funerals outright for people. We paid for half of it a few times. We're in for quite a bit of dough for funerals for people because people don't have life insurance. And I was steady and staunch on my square when I said I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm determined to not go back on my word. But I say again, this was a friend of mine, even though I haven't seen him in a few years. He was a friend of mine. And, he has adult children. His children are right along with my younger children. So they should be in their early 20s, late 20s. So I'm going to help them out, but I'm not going to pay for the whole thing. That I'm not going to do. I told them to let me know how much it's going to be, and I will help them out. Depending on how much it is, maybe I'll give them half. I don't know. My wife, she's like, "Oh, you give them," but I ain't trying to listen to her. Because if I listen to her, it'd be another damn funeral service. We'll be paying for the whole thing outright, like we've done more times than I want to mention here tonight. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. So tonight we're talking about redemption. Okay. And redemption isn't just about redeeming you. Redemption is redeeming things for people who come behind you, for those that love you. Now, I told y'all about my friend that just died, right? And he didn't have life insurance. So now his kids are scrambling around to try to get money to bury their father. Now, when you get a certain age, redemption isn't just about you. It's about the people that come behind you. And sometimes redemption means putting things in place so that people don't have to worry about the things that they're worrying about right now. Because you can't just redeem yourself. You can't just redeem what you're doing. I don't mean just get out there and make money, become an entrepreneur, get a job, own your own business, whatever. You also have to redeem your mind and think about other things than yourself, especially when you get my age. All right? And I'll tell you, brothers, I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't care if your black asses don't like it. Brothers, get yourself some fucking life insurance. Get yourself some life insurance. It doesn't cost that much. That alone can start your redemption. Because when you get a life insurance policy, it ain't for you. Your ass gonna be dead. You gonna be dead. But it's for the people that come behind you, man. The people that have to put your ass in the ground. The people who have to arrange the funeral. And whatever money you bringing in, guess what? Those people who depend on your money don't lose the house. Don't lose the cars. You understand? That alone can be redemption. Because now you're thinking of others when you didn't think of others before. And I will say this again, brothers, get you some goddamn life insurance, man. It's not that expensive. Trust me. I've had a life insurance policy for almost 12 years now. It's not that expensive. You brothers who are hooked up in a credit union like I am, your credit union probably offers life insurance. I know our credit union matches what we put into it. Don't leave your family behind, man, scrambling and gotta get a GoFundMe together and all this old kind of nonsense. Once again, I say, redeem your mind. Think differently. Especially those brothers out there who have kids, man. Because trust me, you go back 15 years, I wasn't thinking about no life insurance either. I wasn't thinking about that because, you know, as black folks, you know, we ain't going to never get old. We ain't going to never die. But one day I woke the hell up. If I fall dead tonight, guess what? My wife ain't going to have to go no damn GoFundMe. My children aren't going to have to scramble around to figure out how they're going to bury Pop. And guess what else? My wife won't lose the house. She won't lose the cars. She won't lose the shop. She won't lose any of that. So I beg you, brothers, man, I'm begging you, please, if you don't have a life insurance policy, man, get you a life insurance policy. Even if it's just a bullshit amount. Even if it's only for $20,000, $30,000, shit, that'll be enough to bury your ass. Even if they got to cremate you. Trust me, I paid for enough funerals, man. Funerals are expensive, brothers. They are. Don't leave that kind of burden on your folks. Don't leave them with that one final expense, that one final debt. Because what if your folks don't got the money? Your ass will be in a Potter's Field. You know those graveyards where they just kind of throw body on top of body on top of body. They can't afford to buy your ass a tombstone. You in the fucking grave with like 10 other people. Y'all all just kind of thrown in there together in plastic bags. You don't want to get buried like that, do you? Do you want to spend eternity in a plastic bag alongside 9 other people? Is that how you want to spend eternity? Because, see, that kind of stuff, man, has to do with redemption, too. Like I say, mental redemption. Start thinking differently. Especially you brothers who are close to my age. And even those of you who are not. Shit, you will be. All you got to do is live to see it. Life is not forever. Despite of what they told you in church, one day your black ass will die. The question is, when you die, do you at least leave your people something so that you don't become a burden one last time? Maybe you weren't in your children's life like you wanted to be. Maybe their mother gave you a hard time seeing them, talking to them, being around them. Shit, maybe your damn kids hate your ass. Who knows? But guess what? You can still seek some redemption. Even if that redemption is after you're dead and gone. Because trust me, no matter how much your kids hate you now, write them into that life insurance policy. When your ass is dead, I guarantee you they won't get that fucking money back. No matter how much they hated you. And it'll make them think, God damn, maybe this motherfucker did love me when he was alive. Because redemption is all of that, man. Redemption isn't just this one thing. Redemption isn't just about going from shit to sugar. Redemption can be a lot of things. And I'm pretty sure there's brothers out there who have sought redemption, who have achieved redemption in their life. I'm sure it is. Because regardless of anything else, man, as black men, sometimes it seems that we can't be redeemed, no matter what we do, no matter how much money we make, no matter how much shit we do, no matter how much success we achieve. Sometimes we can't even see redemption in some of the little things. Because redemption isn't always easy, man. Especially if you've made some bad decisions in your life. Because, see, it's hard to take those bad decisions back. It's hard to, quote unquote, make it up. A lot of times, the only thing you can do, man, is just kind of move forward. Because redemption isn't so much about forgiveness, man. Usually it's about setting right a wrong. Sometimes it's about doing the right thing. Sometimes it's about being someone that you should have been a while ago. Doing something that you should have done a while ago. Saying something you should have said a while ago. And it's not often, man, that we as men get a chance for redemption, depending on what put us in the position to seek redemption in the first place. Especially when it comes to things like our offspring. Especially when it comes to things like people we may have wronged in our lives. And don't get me wrong, the redemption isn't always about others. Sometimes the redemption is about you. Sometimes the redemption is about getting this right up here. Because let's face it, brothers, I mean, as a black man in America, there's so much wrong that we can do. There's so much trouble we can get into. There's so many messes we can make. And a lot of us do. We do those wrongs. We get in those troubles. We make those messes. But I believe brothers can be redeemed, whether it be by our words or our deeds. Yeah. Brother Third Ward says, according to niggas who hop on your debate live stream drunk as hell, I'll put hell in there, who drives a truck for a living, you can't redeem yourself ever if you started out on the wrong side of the track. I don't believe that. Now, of course, I believe that you have to want the redemption, yes. But I don't believe that you can't be redeemed just because you were born in a certain situation. Now, of course, it's going to be more difficult to redeem yourself, depending on what you came from. Yeah. Of course, it's going to be more difficult, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I would never tell a brother that he can't be redeemed. I would never tell a brother that because of where he came from, he can't do X, Y, and Z. I would never tell a brother that. I'll tell a brother it's going to be more difficult. Of course, you're going to have a more difficult time in life if you was born and raised by one of these old mamas, it would be more difficult for you to head for success, seek success. Yes. And it'll definitely be more difficult than someone who came from a home where they got plenty of support, they got plenty of backing, they got wise counsel, they got wise instruction, they had good examples to follow. Of course, it would be easier for them to be successful. That's common sense. But is it impossible for a brother to succeed? Is it impossible for a brother to be redeemed? Even if the brother grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, did some time in the penitentiary and all that, is it impossible for him to be redeemed? No. It'll just be more difficult. Now, of course, if you go into the stats, the data, and the numbers, it's probably less likely for a brother who done did a lot of time to come out and become a CEO of a major corporation. Yeah, that's probably less likely. But even that isn't impossible. Shit, it's less likely for him to come out and make anything of himself. But still, not impossible. Look at the brother that we're talking about tonight, Brother SHYNE. He went from one extreme to another. He was a popular hip-hop artist, like I said, rapping under the banner of one of the biggest rap companies in New York. Made a few bad decisions, got himself locked up, got himself in the penitentiary, did time. I believe he did 8 or 9 years or so. Got out. When he got out, of course, this government hurried up and tried to deport him as fast as possible because he's Belizean. He's from Belize. He ended up getting deported back to his home country with all of that in his past. And somehow managed to make it to the upper tiers of government. Who saw that coming? Who would have ever thought that some rapper who shot at folks up in a nightclub and did 8, 9 years for shooting at folks in said nightclub would come out, get deported back to his country, and find himself sitting in the hall of delegates. And not just sitting there as a leader, because he is the leader of the party. Got elected, won the election. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? While he was doing time in New York, if he had been sitting in his cell telling people, man, I'm going to go back to my native country because I know they're going to deport me. And when I get back there, I'm going to become the leader in the House of Delegates. All the brothers in the penitentiaries would have laughed at him. Who knows? He might have said it. He might have said it. But are they laughing now? Are they laughing now? I don't think so. And like I said, I showcased his story tonight because I wanted to give you brothers a real live example. Now, I know we often talk about celebrities a lot and we try to compare them to our own lives. Yeah, I get it. But this is somebody y'all can look up for yourselves. And you'll see that I'm not making this up. Let's go ahead and Google him. Go ahead and Google SHYNE. It'll all come up. His videos will come up. I know, I actually liked SHYNE. I used to listen to a lot of his music. Bought one of his CDs. I thought he was a pretty good rapper myself. Kind of reminded me of Biggie Smalls a little bit. He had the same kind of style, the same kind of voice. And then like that, it was over. That one night in that nightclub changed his life forever. Because if y'all remember, him and Sean Combs, Jennifer Lopez, they were all in the nightclub together, and some problems broke out in there. And the next thing you know, shots rang out. And him and Combs were both arrested. Both of them went on trial. He wasn't the only one that went on trial. I believe they had arrested J-Lo as well. I believe she also got arrested. I think they let her go because, you know, nothing, I don't think she had really anything to do with it. I don't think she had anything to do with it. All right? She didn't have anything to do with it. So I believe she was let go. But Combs and SHYNE, both of them, they were arrested. They were put on trial. Diddy was acquitted. SHYNE was convicted. Yeah. Now, I think now that he's a member of government, because I know he was deported. I do believe that he is, now that he's a leader in government, I think he has gotten a visa. All right. I believe he has gotten a visa. I think Diddy was helping him do that. All right. I think he was doing that. So I believe he did get a visa. And also, he is coming. I think he's all right. I think he's in the US right now, I believe. I believe he's in the US right now to talk to lawmakers. Because guess what? He's a government official now. So even though he was deported, all right, he is now one of the country of Belize's most powerful politicians. Yeah. So they have to render him as a diplomat. They don't really have a choice. All right? They don't really have a choice. Let me see. I'm looking now. Yeah. He is They say he's in Atlanta. Yeah, he's in Atlanta. I think tonight, I believe. And I do believe that Diddy did help him secure a visa so he can come and go in and out of the United States. All right. Yes. I mean, it's a true yeah, that's what I heard, brother Coffee. Yeah. That's what I heard too. All right. That's what I heard too. I don't know how true it is, but what you're saying I have heard before. Yes. I have heard it before. So, yeah. But all that stuff now though, brother Coffee, is water underneath the bridge, man. I mean, look at him now. All right? Look at him now. Look at him now. He's one of the most powerful people in his country. All right? The same guy that used to rap about all kinds of things, about shooting folks and selling dope and hoes and did time in the pen, all of that. That same guy is now one of the most powerful politicians in his home country. But that's what we're talking about tonight, right? Redemption. You can be a fuck up. You can be a criminal. You can be homeless. You could come out of poverty in the ghetto, in the hood, and still become something. Become something great. Become something that people never thought you would become. A biggest fan as I was of Brother SHYNE, I would have never thought this. I don't think anyone else would have either. But he is a prime example of what brothers can do, what brothers can have, what brothers can be. Y'all know we like to get up here and to show these one-offs. Here's a one-off for your ass. Use this one. Use this one-off that I gave you tonight. Now you can go back and say, well, SHYNE went to prison, and when he went back home, he became leader of the political party. Y'all can say that now. And guess what? It would be the truth. You wouldn't even be making it up. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Who knows what Brother SHYNE sat in that jail cell and thought about when he was in the penitentiary? This might have been a plan. He might have said to his damn self, you know what? When I get up out of here, I'm going back to my motherland, and I'm going to become the leader of the party. He might have said that when he was sitting in the penitentiary. We don't know. He might have said it. And if he did, kudos to him. Because he fucking made it happen. And guess what? That can be you, brother. That can be any of you. So don't think just because, man, you might have did some time. You might have came from meager means. You didn't know who your daddy was. Your old mama wasn't shit. You was raised in the ghetto. Raised in impoverished conditions. You can still be redeemed. But you have to want to be. Redemption ain't going to come raining down on you. You're not going to be walking down the street one day and find redemption in a box. Redemption ain't in the closet or under the rug or in between some broad's legs. Redemption is not there, brothers. It's not. Redemption is up here. Redemption is up here. No one can achieve it for you. You have to want it. You have to seek it. You have to get it for yourself. And there's a pretty good chance that it's not going to be easy, brothers. It's not going to be easy. But anything worthwhile never is it? Is it? I think that's the problem with many of us, brothers. We want the shit to be easy. It must be easy or we don't have time for it. If there's something in your life, man, that you need to be redeemed from, it's not ever going to be easy. I don't give a shit what it is. It's not going to be easy, brothers. It's not. It's not supposed to be. That's why everybody isn't going to find this redemption. Not everybody. Because to be honest, some people who seek redemption, the redemption is just too difficult for them to get it, for them to achieve it. And they'll go to their fucking grave without it. That's just the way it is. But you brothers out there, the ones who follow me, I don't believe that for you. I believe that no matter how difficult it is, or what you're trying to be redeemed of, I believe if you seek it, you shall find it. Whatever you need to do to get it, you will do it. Redemption is there for you. Because if you have something in your life where redemption is required of you, I believe the people that follow me will do it. They'll seek it. They'll find it. They'll get it. They have the wherewithal to make it happen. Y'all know what I say. Let's get at it. What's good, Brother Cool Kamasi? I see you up there. What's good, Lady Nice? I see you up there too. Let's get at it. If you believe redemption is attainable for you, put "let's get at it" in the chat. Spam the chat. You see it. You know how to spell it. You see it up there in the corner. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. And if there are other people that you know, other brothers that you know, tell them the same thing. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. If you want it, let's get at it. Don't wait. Don't wait. Let's get at it now. Let's get at it when we wake up in the morning. If you want to be redeemed from something, get working on being redeemed from it right now. Don't wait. I spoke to y'all about my friend who died. And I think his relationship with his children was somewhat contentious. He could have redeemed himself by just having a damn life insurance policy. Because even in death, his children would have understood that he was thinking about them. His children would have understood that he had more in his mind than himself. They would have understood that he didn't want to burden them, even though they had somewhat of a contentious relationship. And it would have mattered. Now, do you think that contentious relationship will be better now? Now that they got to run around and scramble and do all this kind of stuff? Hopefully they can get the money up. to put him in the ground. I mean, I'm going to help him out. I mean, I'm not going to pay for the whole thing. I mean, I already told my wife we're not doing that shit no more. Okay, we done paid for a lot of funerals over the course of years. And it just seemed like Negroes refuse to get life insurance. They just refuse. But I am going to help them out. That I'm going to do. I am going to help them. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I didn't. So I am going to help. But that one simple act could have gave him some redemption. In fact, I would venture to say, even while he was alive, he could have told him, look, I got a life insurance policy. Something happened to me. Y'all don't have to worry about nothing. Because even if it wasn't redemption to them, he could have gave himself a little redemption, knowing that he didn't have to burden these folks. Because let's be honest, man, none of us know when we're going to go. None of us know. It's not like we got this calendar, this clock that's ticking down and we know, oh, we'll be dead tomorrow. No, it's not how it works. Because sometimes, man, I'll say again, redemption isn't always about you. It isn't always about you. Sometimes it's about other people. It's not always about you. And redemption isn't easy. It's never going to be easy. Never. It all depends on what you're trying to be redeemed from. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you a selfish son of a bitch, you ain't even going to seek redemption. You don't care about redemption. You don't care about righting a wrong. You don't care about getting better. You don't care about doing better. Some of us will go to our fucking graves without redemption. Because let's be honest, some of us don't care about redemption. Some of us don't give a damn whether or not we're redeemed or not. But this message isn't for those people. It's for the people who do care. It's for the people who do care. If you're a person that don't give a shit about redemption, you might as well flip on up off of here. And redemption doesn't have to be this big colossal thing. It could be something really, really small. But it's something that you have to want. And I say again, it ain't just going to rain on you. Because I'm pretty sure all of us have done some things that we need to seek redemption for. Some of us have done some little things Some of us have done some mid-level things, and some of us have done some grandiose things. I know I have. And I've had to redeem myself more than once in my lifetime with people that I know, with my offspring. I've even had to redeem myself with some of my business partners at times. Because none of us are perfect, and none of us probably never will achieve perfection. And we all make bad decisions. It's all part of being human. It's all part of being a man. Can't get everything right. Sometimes you get a bunch of shit wrong. But I guarantee you, many of these wrongs, man, you can be redeemed from. Now, you can't take it back. You can't undo it. But you can redeem yourself from it if the chance is there. And I suggest, if the chance for redemption is there, take it, brothers. Take it. Take it. Yeah, Brother Doug is right. Or you can hit me up. I know a good agent, man. I know a good agent. He'll hook you up. Doesn't cost that much. Doesn't cost that much, brothers. I'm telling you. You'll thank me that you did it. It'll give you peace of mind. I know it does me. Like I said, if my ass fall dead tonight, I know my woman won't lose shit. She won't lose the properties. She won't lose the cars. She won't lose any of that shit. She'll have enough to pay for a funeral. Okay? Because like I said, I know we get up here, man, and we talk about all this other shit, man, but a lot of us, man, we just need to redeem our freaking minds first. Then we can start thinking about other stuff. We can start redeeming ourselves to people who we may have wronged. We can start redeeming ourselves to our children. We can start taking steps to do things that speak to and show redemption. We can show it. That is why I brought you the story of SHYNE tonight. That is why I brought you his brother's story tonight. Because it's a story of redemption. Now, is it an extreme story? Yes. Because most of us will never become some rap star, shoot up a club, go to prison, and come out and be some powerful politician. All right. I mean, that's like really, really extreme. But I liked the story. And I wanted to share it with you, brothers. I read about it and I liked what I saw. And I was like, damn, I'm going to talk about this, man. Why not? Why not talk about something like this? We talk about all the other shit. And I was actually going to bring y'all a guest tonight. I had a special guest lined up, but, they hit me up a few hours before the show. They was like, X, man, I can't make it. We'll do something. So maybe I will bring them on next week if I can. I'm going to try. I ain't going to tell you Negroes who it was. God damn it. You just got to tune in. Your ass got to tune in. You want to see what's happening. Yeah, I was going to bring y'all somebody tonight. And they were going to give their story of redemption tonight, too. But regardless of anything else, I was determined to talk about this tonight. I wanted to talk about redemption with you brothers tonight. These are the things we need to talk about. I mentioned life insurance because I thought about my man who died a couple days ago. I did want to speak on that. I'm glad y'all stuck around and listened to my spiel about that. Yeah. Redemption is achievable, man. And who knows, man, your redemption, man, may cause you to shine. It's possible, brothers. It's possible. It is. You can be redeemed, brother. You have to want it, though. No matter what you're trying to be redeemed from, man. You may have to research and find out what you need to do for that redemption. But I'm pretty sure you'll find it out. You will get there. You will make it happen. If you want to. You have to want to. That's what it comes down to, man. That's what it comes down to. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. Because I know the people that listen to me, man, are intelligent. Ain't a bunch of dummies listening to me. You seek redemption, go find it. Go get it. Make it happen. And when it happens, write me. Hit me up in my email. I want to know about it, God damn it. What the hell? You can even come up here and talk about it. I don't have a problem with that either. Say you want to come on. God damn it, X, I want to come on your shit and talk about my redemption, brother. The answer will be yes. Depending on what night you want to do it. You better be talking about doing it Wednesday or Thursday, God damn it. You better be talking about doing it Wednesday or Thursday, though. I want to know about it. Tell me about it. Write me. I'll bring your black ass on here and let you testify about it. Why not? Why not? It's all good. Redemption. A brother can shine. No matter how dull it may seem in the beginning. No matter how impossible it may seem. No matter how difficult it may seem. You can be redeemed, brother, if you want it. If you want it. Once again, man, shout out to the Honorable Moses SHYNE Barrow. I'll be following him. I'll be checking out how he does, because I follow him on Instagram. So I'll see what he's doing and how he's handling his elected position. Hopefully he's an honest politician and does what's right for the folks over there in Belize. And like I said, man, you brothers can be just like him. Whatever it is in your life. Find out what you need to do to redeem yourself, man. And then let's get at it. But this is the beginning of a doubleheader because I have another show right after this. So I might as well go ahead and hit y'all in the head right now with T.P.O.T's programming notes. Yeah. Yeah, a few programming notes. Right after this. All right. We're probably going to do that at about 11:15. Brother SKC will be here. And he'll be talking about teaching moments for the SKC, the so-called community. That's right, the so-called community. We'll be throwing down in about another 15 minutes or so. We'll be throwing down right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page, so Negroes don't go nowhere. Stay your ass right here and come back to this next goddamn stream. Because if you don't, you know what I'll do. Also, tomorrow, got a good show for y'all. Dark Exodus Live is back. And tomorrow the title of the show will be Brother, Husband, Sister, Wife. And we're going to be showcasing a story that was brought to my attention. Well, I'm going to show y'all the video tomorrow. I think some of y'all saw it already, where it's a brother. He talks about how he's with this woman for, I think, 13 years or so. They've had 2 children, and now they found out that they are brother and sister. So tomorrow, we're going to get into this. Brother, husband, sister, wife, tomorrow night, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Yeah. So tomorrow's going to be good. I'm also going to have I got another show coming up for next week. I'll be telling y'all about that as well. But like I said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to end this because I want to break them up. We're gonna start another stream. I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs, take a couple puffs of my cigar, and we coming right back. Yeah, brother Omega. The children are also cousins, and they're also their children's aunt and uncle. Yeah, it's brother Omega. It's crazy. It's just a crazy story, brother. But we're gonna get at it tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna get at it tomorrow, brother Omega. We're gonna get at it. But that's tomorrow. Hang in there, like I said, another 15 minutes. We will be back. And we will be back with brother SKC. And he's going to be bringing some teaching moments for the so-called community. So hold on to your horses, because those of you who know brother SKC, you know what he does. So, like I said, stay tuned, stay here. Don't go anywhere. We coming back in about 10, 15 minutes. Don't leave. All right? Do not leave. We coming right back. I just need to stretch my legs for a couple minutes, and we coming right back at it. All right? I want to thank everybody for sticking around. I appreciate it. Everybody out there, and of course the good folks up in here. As always, I will leave you. And another shout out to the Honorable Moses SHYNE Barrows, leader of the conservative opposition party of BELIZE. But I will leave you, good folks, with 3 words. You know, like I always do. And make sure your black ass come back in here in 10 minutes. All right. Open your minds.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, punk. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you with all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up a paper or 3 read over and over and see white families? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 42 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are more serious? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you to drive a car. And if you use it wrongly, you'll lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, then we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Factory Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
Happy. Santana Lincoln 6. Correct. Clear suspect down 10-4. That's 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind.
Only from T.P.O.T. Media. Open your mind.